Hi, we're here at Midwinters East, and this is Mike Ingham, and race 1 is just complete, and race 2. So first day of racing, light air, currents with against the wind, so it's a little tricky starting. We looked up wind before the start, and whenever it's light, we're kind of nervous on which edge is going to win. You know, usually in light wind, somehow the breeze fills in from one side or the other. We were kind of looking upwind, and the forecast said to go right, and the wind was supposed to go right, but we didn't really like what we saw there, so we decided to start kind of toward the middle of the line. I found a nice hole, got a decent start. A few boats were over, but we managed to stay behind the line even though the current was pushing us over. And then we accelerated real well, and we're going really fast. So within 30 seconds or so, we were able to cross most of the boats that had started at the boat. So we decided to just do that while we could, cross them up, and then looked over in both corners, and the right didn't look very good. And then there's Jack Finnerfrock over on the left, looked great. Or maybe it was Brian Swingley, one of those yellow boats. And they looked really good on the left, so we immediately tacked back on top of the group and then headed left. And it looked better and better on the left, so we kind of put our bow down and went as fast as we could that way. And after a little while, the left seemed to fade. It just didn't look quite as good. We started getting a little lifted, and we looked over our shoulder, and there's the light kitchen looking really good on the right. So we just changed our direction of boogieing. So now we're probably in the middle of the course, and we tacked and started going hard right. So and then we got most of the way there, led Lloyd back, except he was definitely ahead of us. 2 boats at the end, I think, got ahead of us at the top mark. And so we rounded third, which is perfectly good for a pretty conservative beat. We started in the middle and pretty much went up the middle, and they took a little risk by going to the edge. We weren't far behind. And then we just, on the run, we just played a really nice run where we jived out a little bit earlier than those guys onto port, and then realized it was fading. It wasn't looking good, so that's the right side of the course. So we immediately jived back and got to the other side of them, took their sterns. And I think it was Alex Liggett who was right with them. So 2 boats, and we got a little bit of breeze over there, and from there we just kind of connected the dots. Right out of the gate there was some breeze, and we were able to do what we wanted to do because now we were ahead. And that's just kind of finished up the race that way, just covering. So that was race 1. Definitely a light air day. We had another race that day today too. It was a little bit light as well. Kind of had the same strategy. And hopefully get a little more wind the rest of the week. But in the meantime, it's just perfect temperatures, blue skies, light breeze, and we're hanging out in here at the parking lot with our friends.